The royal family has a 1,000-year-long history, but even this institution couldn't survive a self-absorbed narcissist humiliating the family from the inside out.
You just can't keep faking it.
Meghan, how are you? And are you okay?
That's so kind.
Why did you say yes to doing this show?
Because it's you.
Because to me, Meghan Markle is the classic case of a devouring wife, as her husband emasculates himself into a shell of his former royal self just to keep winning the approval of some B-grade American actress.
They're hucksters. That's what they are.
They're so racist. They're so racist. Some of that she went through was not racism. It was just some in-law.
Subscribe to Elites Exposed for more, and watch how Chris Rock said the quiet part out loud about Meghan's fake victimhood.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What? Everybody trying to be a victim. Like, what's this girl, Meghan Markle? Seemed like a nice lady. Just complaining. I was like, didn't she hit the light-skin lottery? They're so racist. They're so racist. Some of that she went through was not racism. It was just some in-law. They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby gonna be.
And if you ask me, the royal family would have survived even the death of the queen, but it could not survive a perpetual victim like Meghan Markle airing out royal family gossip like dirty laundry. I mean, we're talking about a woman basically plucked out of Hollywood's obscurity, handed the life of a Disney princess after a $45 million grand spectacle of a wedding, and yet she can't seem to come off the moral high she's addicted to when she plays the victim and gets attention for it.
Gone on Oprah, I didn't know. I had no idea how racist they were. It's the royal family. You didn't Google these motherfuckers? What the is she talking about? She didn't know. It's the royal family. They're the original racists. They invented colonialism. They're the OGs of racism.
Plus, do you think I'm wrong for blaming Prince Harry for most of it? Because it's one thing to step away from your official duties in the royal family to live a separate life with your wife, but it's a whole other matter to allow Meghan to turn his family into cheap reality television for the rest of the world. That's just called humiliating your entire lineage to prove loyalty to a woman. And honestly, I don't think deep down even Meghan Markle respects Prince Harry for how emasculated he's allowed himself to become just to win her approval, and how he's proven at every step that a man that can't step up to protect his own family will also never be strong enough to protect his wife when the time comes.
The deal with the British royal family is the people pay for their lifestyles. So the people pay, their taxes allow these people to live like Disney characters.
Yeah.
But
It is a strange tradition.
But the payment for that is that they get to know everything about your life. Meaning, like, it's the ultimate reality show to them. They don't have the Kardashians, they have the royal family.
Right.
So these women in like Putney or whatever, these little places, what's Kate's cancer? What cancer does she have? And they're into it because that's their entertainment.
Yes.
And then Meghan Markle came in and goes, what do you mean you want a picture of my kid? And you go, it's our kid.
Right.
We pay for this, all of this and you people belong to us. She had to know that. You can't not know that going in.
But yeah, you're right. That is their reality show, and it's literal reality.
That's what it is.
And it's perfect because the Harry is the up.
Yeah.
You know, he goes and marries the black chick. He moves away, and then the other guy went bald, but his wife is a class act.
It was like you were saying. It was like 90s racism, but they were holding on to that shit.
That's right. But it probably wasn't even that bad. It was probably like very polite racism.
Well, did you hear what she said? The most racist thing she's ever heard?
What?
Someone in the family said, oh, he's so pink and you're light brown. I wonder what color the baby will be. And she was like, this is the most racist thing I've ever heard.
Sure, I mean, listen, maybe it was the way they said it was indelicate.
And Tim Dillon's right. In fact, I think comedians were some of the first people to use the plausible deniability of humor and just say what everyone else wanted to say. The royal family has been reduced to a reality TV show, and I think it's just so telling that a royal prestige that survived through world wars, empire collapse, and civil wars would be left a hollow shell of itself after being dragged through a public humiliation cycle like this. And maybe Prince Harry should have known that defending your wife and protecting the honor of your family don't have have to be mutually exclusive. Because I think in trying to sacrifice one for the other, he's lost respect from both.
People just got sick of them. They came, they rented a big mansion in Montecito, in Santa Barbara, a couple hours north of LA, and they proceeded to be annoying. They had a big deal with, I believe, Netflix, and then there was a Spotify deal. So they came to America, rented a mansion, and immediately started to monetize the horrible things they had gone through. And everybody eventually got sick of them because it was so crass, and everybody could see immediately what they were both about. They're hucksters. That's what they are.
So victimhood, it makes me laugh. And when someone is clearly not a victim, and I think living in a castle, being part of a royal family, would make you not a victim.
Yes.
And to me, to portray yourself as somebody who's having a rough go of it, whilst living in a castle with royal protection, and then leaving and flying to America to stay in the home of a big celebrity, and it's a beautiful home, they make me laugh. I mean, I like them. I hope they don't go away. I hope they keep doing this. I hope they keep behaving shamefully. It's great for the tabloids.
And to top it all off, these people still refuse to let go of the title of Duke and Duchess, and throw a tantrum when they don't receive taxpayer-funded royal security when they go back to the United Kingdom. I mean, if you throw your own family under the bus and then use their names and titles as a marketing catapult for your hit pieces against them, that has to be a new kind of low.
Why not renounce your titles as Duke and Duchess?
And what difference would that make?
Well, you stop being a brazen hypocrite. That's the difference it would make. Because it just crawls up my skin how even Meghan Markle still insists on using the title of Duchess of Sussex when it suits her, using it to market her Netflix specials, promote her Spotify podcasts, or apparently sell honey and scented candles. I mean, you can't even make this stuff up at this point, because honestly, I don't know if they've gotten the memo yet, but literally nobody buys the fake royal posh and the painfully inauthentic victimhood play these people put on. And I don't know if you'll agree, but watching Meghan Markle's act here feels like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Very first question, because I think in friendship it's so important. And I think so many people also have this question for you is, Meghan, how are you? And are you okay?
That's so kind. I am. I'm better than okay. How are you?
I know you always make it about me. So why did you say yes to doing this show?
Because it's you.
That's why a lot of these celebrities that start these things, they can't keep up. They bail. Like the Meghan Markles and
right.
I guess she's doing it now, but Prince Harry was doing one for a while. You just can't keep faking it.
I knew her a bit before she met Harry. She was nothing like that. She didn't speak like that. Her mannerisms weren't like that. This is all fake, right? She was a real hard-nosed LA girl, right? Who was on the fast track. Yeah. Now she's like this, oh, I'm soft, I'm mummy, I'm this. It's all bullshit.
And I've lived long enough to know that people that always act like they're playing a protagonist in their own little movie are some of the biggest narcissists you could meet. And those are the people that turn out to be the most bitter and resentful, rotting families and institutions from the inside. Maybe that's exactly what describes this couple at this point. But if you're ready to see just how dark this kind of narcissism can get, watch here what Tim Dillon exposed about Hollywood's plastic surgery obsession and subscribe to Elites Exposed for more.